my big sport growing up was baseball. I was a huge fan of baseball, but unfortunately, I suffered some injuries that cut my career short. So when I was a junior in high school, some of my friends decided, hey, let's go try out for this one-act play. Let's audition for this play. And they asked me if I'd like to join them. And I thought, well, I'm not that confident. I don't really like public speaking. And I thought, well, maybe if for nothing else, I could try to overcome, certain fears I have about public speaking and being in front of an audience. And so I said, what the hell, and just did it. And I was lucky enough to get cast in that play. The play was called Our Country's Good. It was a one-act competition play, and I played the main villain. So it was almost like a precursor of what was to come in my career. Many villains, yeah. But yeah, so I got started when I was a junior in high school, and almost on a lark, discovered theater.
Did that actually then make you interested in pursuing that?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the minute I felt the kind of electricity of the stage and performing and being part of that world, I fell in love with it. And I said, this is something that I could enjoy doing for a very long time. So over the course of my time in college, the landscape of film and television started to change. You started to see more Asian faces. Lucy Liu was popping on Ally McBeal, and I thought, well, why not at least give it a shot? If this is something I enjoy and I'm passionate about, I'd kill myself if I didn't at least go out there and give it a shot. So 2 weeks after I graduated from college, I packed my bag and threw it in the back of my truck and drove across country and showed up at my cousin's front doorstep saying, I need a place to live and I need a job. And she was so great. She had been living here in LA for 15 years already, working as a production designer, and she was so kind to give me an opportunity working in her art department crews as a set builder and as a set dresser. And so I did that for 2 years, while at the same time I took classes to try to better my craft. And I think a lot of people make the mistake of coming to town overly eager and impatient and jumping into the game too quickly. And I think the worst thing you can do is to go into a room or an audition before you're ready to be there, because first impressions are so important. And if you don't make an impression with a certain casting director or with a certain producer, you may never get back in that room ever again. And it took about 2 years of training and getting a feel for the city and the business and finding the right people to represent me and give me those opportunities. And then finally, when I felt ready, I gave it a shot.